Conference, I want to talk about the parts of the paper that deal with cooperation between the EU and the UK. The paper sets out key aims: keeping the country safe, free and secure, promoting peace, tackling the rise of authoritarianism, supporting the world's most vulnerable. The UK will be better placed to achieve all of these aims if it has a much stronger and healthier relationship with the EU than it does now. Thanks to Brexit and successive Conservative governments' decisions to pursue confrontation rather than cooperation, the UK's standing on the world stage has taken a significant hit. They promised to take back control, but they did the opposite. In reality, they weakened Britain's capacity to control its future. So that's why the provisions in this paper rebuilding that relationship is so important. Establishing formal cooperation mechanisms on foreign and security policy, coordinating over sanctions against Russia, collaborating with EU member states on the development of defence technologies and common equipment procurement, joining activities like the peacekeeping mission in Bosnia and Herzegovina, or the military mobility scheme, working with Europol and Eurojust. And above all, this means a new security and cooperation agreement with the EU, which, as Christine and Irina both said, should be our top priority. This is complementary to NATO, but covering security arrangements that NATO doesn't: terrorism, policing, hybrid warfare, intelligence sharing, cyber security. I don't think there is any strong case for dismantling NATO, which is what I think Michael Fox was arguing. This is a complementary setup to so EU and NATO working together, stronger than both working apart. A stronger relationship with the EU is critical to international security, as it is to so many other areas of UK policy. Promoting trade, regulating business, tackling the climate and nature emergencies, science and innovation, education, culture, development, and many more. And Conference has reaffirmed this as party policy time after time. The detailed roadmap we set out 2 years ago describes the steps the UK can take to rebuild the relationship, which are both good in themselves and essential if the UK is to be able to rejoin the EU once more. The proposals in this paper fit perfectly into that roadmap. Now, I understand why the leadership doesn't want to highlight EU issues during the election campaign, but it was good to see Ed Davey talk about it in his interview with the FT on Thursday, and I hope he'll talk about it in his speech tomorrow. But within a year, we'll be faced with a new government, almost certainly a Labour government, and our existing political strategy, which is basically not being the Tories, will need to change. Now, there are many differences between us and Labour, but one of the clearest distinctions is over attitudes to the EU, where Labour is mostly pretending the issue simply doesn't exist. It should be the role of this party to confront them with the truth, that there is no road to the prosperity, security and well-being of the United Kingdom and its citizens that does not run through Europe. Please